going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here. I haven't done anything too new as far as the gaming has been going on. I am working on a Phobia 1.5 review. It's not going to be for my channel, it's going to be for a different one. Once that's up and running, I'll show you guys and make sure to link it to you whenever that may be. But other than that, I've actually been working a lot more on my photography. And for those of you who do not know, I graduated with a degree in digital photography, and since I graduated, I haven't done too much with it. So I recently remade a Facebook page for it and reworked on some photos and editing and did a cosplay shoot with one of my friends who likes doing cosplay, and that's what I've kind of been up to as of late. I've been spending a lot of time working on photography things, and then I went and shot an event a few cities down somewhere, and yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I will link the page down below, so if you guys want to check out my photography, feel free. I will ask you that, guys, though, not that I think that you will completely be like this, but it is supposed to be more of a professional page, so make sure any comments you potentially might leave, keep them nice, keep them clean, keep them focused on the content there. I want to keep my gaming and photography separate because they're two totally separate worlds, but I still wanted to share it with you guys because those who saw it when I linked it on the fan page, they seemed to enjoy it, and I liked the pleasant surprise of it. So I will post a link down below. Feel free to check it out if you guys want. And again, if you leave comments or whatever, just keep them nice and clean and professional, and just save all the weird shit for the other Facebook page or my YouTube channel or this video. I don't care. We gotta have a place for that, right? So that's literally all I've been doing. Still just been trying to keep up with my Let's Plays and things. And I've just felt so frazzled, like, lately. Like, ever since I went to Illinois and came back, I've just felt so very frazzled because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore, and it's driving me up a wall because I need to find a better job, so I've been kind of searching for something like that. And then I'm thinking maybe I should start trying to do more photography and freelancing, and then I'm like, maybe I should try and work more on my YouTube and see if I can get that bigger. And I just have all of these things, and I'm like, I feel like I have too many interests and too many things going on. And then it's weird, you guys, because I gotta say, like, when you're at this age, when you graduate college, you're supposed to find a full-time job. But I gotta say, I'm worried that if I have like a 40-hour plus a job week, I'm worried that I won't do much with my YouTube channel anymore. Like, when I worked those 2 weeks at that one job I told you guys about, like about a month ago, I didn't have the energy for anything. Like, I came home and I'm like, I need to work on this. Like, I need to do content for my YouTube channel. And all I wanted to do was just lie in bed and go to sleep. And I'm like, but I can't go to sleep because if I did, then I'd be up in the middle of the night and I have work the next morning. And it was just such a mess. So I've been trying to, like, find an equal medium and been trying to figure out what I should do, because I have, like, my joy for photography and I like doing it and I think I'm decent at it, but I also love gaming and I love the gaming industry and I love people in gaming and I love the community, and I'm torn because I'm like, I don't know if I should, like, try and do more photography and freelance and stuff, or if I should try and find gaming type of jobs or things that I can do revolved around that. And I've just been like, and then I'm like, maybe I should just find a normal job and try and do both of the other things. And I'm like, I don't think I can have time for all this. So I've been in a very interesting place, and I've been feeling so weird and out of sorts and, like, out of place as of late because I don't know what I'm doing. And and it's kind of interesting because I'm still doing the same stuff that I was a month ago. I'm still working at GameStop, I'm still doing my YouTube, and I'm just adding more photography. But I feel so much more out of sorts, even though I'm doing, like, the same stuff. I feel like everything's changing, and, like, I feel, like, so out of balance. It's very weird, you guys. So I'm, like, at some weird point where I don't know what to do, and I have, like, two conflicting interests. And then I have the idea, maybe I just need to get a mundane job like the rest of the world and get stuck into that. But that doesn't sound great. So I've been in a very interesting place, and I've been trying to figure out, I don't even know, you guys. It's been very interesting. That's literally the only thing that's new with me, is just working more on my photography and figuring out what I'm gonna do with my life, which is really shitty. I don't like having to try and figure out what I'm gonna do with my life because I kind of just wish I already knew. don't we all wish there was just a beautifully paved path like, hey, go this way. This is right for you. Sadly, that doesn't happen. And I'm like, it's been interesting because I've been like looking and searching into jobs like more than I ever have in my life. And I've been like, maybe I can try and work for Valve or something, or Riot, and try and like slowly morph my way into the gaming world and figure out something because I love gaming people. Then I'm like, all of those places are in different states. And I gotta say, I don't want to move to Cali, or I think Valve is in Washington. I'm like, that'd be a little bit much. And then I'm like, maybe I should work on my photography. I'm like, but it takes a while to start advertising yourself, so maybe I need to get another job. And then I'm like, what if I start having to balance both of them and I have no time for nothing? And then my YouTube and my gaming like gets butted out. It's been, I don't even know. I'm sorry that I'm going off on you guys. I've just been so conflicted lately, and I'm just like, blah. And then it's funny because the more I'm like thinking about things and the more I have to do, like I had to do my Monday vlog today. I have to get some photos of the shoot that I did yesterday to this one person, and I have to really get this review done because I've been procrastinating on that. And all I feel like I feel like there's just so much that I want to work on that I don't feel like doing any of them. And it's just like, what? I actually was working on the review most of this morning, and that's mostly done. And then I sat around for a bit and played on Imager and was like, I have all these things that I still need to do and I haven't completed anything. I'm like, maybe I'll do Monday vlog. I'm like, that will be easy to complete. Something just made a really weird noise. Anyway, so that's pretty much what has been going on with me. I've been a frazzled mess of nonsense, trying to think of what I'm going to do and trying to balance my life. I don't really like this transition period after college, you know? You don't realize it until you're after, because like the whole time, you know, it's funny because the whole time they're like, you should figure out what you want to do, you should figure out what you want to do. And I'm like, I don't really know what I want to do, but don't worry, I'll figure it out. And now I graduated and I'm like, shit, what do I want to do with my life? And this is my life right now, trying to figure out my life, and it sucks. I don't know if any of you guys have been through this. Apparently, according to things I've read, it's called a quarter life crisis, which is when you're around my age, in your 20s or so, just out of college, or maybe just starting college, and then you suddenly have that, holy fuck, I'm being thrusted into what everyone likes to call the real world, and you still don't know what you're doing. It's been great. It's been so great. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me. I've been probably blabbering about this for a long time. I'm going to shut up now, but feel free, if you guys have similar experiences, feel free to share them in the comments. Let's all talk about it. Let's all cry together, because life is kind of... My mouth is dry. I want water. Anyway, let us move on to story and fact time. So, random fact that I can't help but think all the time. I don't know if you guys ever seen those commercials where they're all like, take this test, it helps tell you when you're ovulating so you can get pregnant quicker and faster. Whenever I see those commercials, all I think is, where is the fun in that? Isn't the good part about having a kid is the making the kid? Why not just enjoy all the unprotected sexuals you get to have and throw the test out the window? Yeah, that is what I think when I see those commercials. Random story, I used to watch my dad shave when I was a little kid, and then one time I was taking a bath, and so I was pretending to shave, and then I cut my lip, and blood got like everywhere, and I didn't realize I cut it until the water started turning orange, and I was surprised because I'm like, it's bleeding that much. And then so I got out of the bath, and I didn't want my parents to know, so I like started taking towels out of the cabinet. I would use one full-length towel, and I would dab at like my mouth and hold it there, like, and thered be a few like blood spots, and I'd throw the towel on the ground, and I'd get another one. And then eventually they found out, and I had to put a Band-Aid over my lip, and they laughed at me and took a photo. Good times. Kids are interesting things. Anyway, you guys, I have been rambling for a long time. I will catch you guys later and see you next week.